Evening, everyone. I'm Crystal Cruz.
And I'm Juan Fernandez. More drama on Capitol Hill. The feud between President Trump and the most powerful Democrat in Congress escalates.
Yeah, the insults and name-calling continue to go back and forth. KCAL9 political reporter Dave Bryan is here to show us what was said between the two.
Crystal and Juan, this has been building for a few days now, maybe even a few weeks. But now the confrontation between America's president and the highest-ranking leader in the House of Representatives are throwing down the gauntlet, and the showdown is on.
So today I'm announcing...
Tonight, the political battle between President Donald Trump and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has escalated into a full-blown political war. The president taking a swipe at Pelosi, saying she can't even understand the U.S. trade deal with Mexico and Canada now pending before Congress.
She's a mess. Look, let's face it, she doesn't understand it.
Then he doubled down on his Pelosi insults with this observation.
I tell you what, I've been watching her, and I have been watching her for a long period of time. She's not the same person. She's lost it.
Speaker Pelosi, whom some believe is goading the president into battles he can't win while getting under Trump's skin, brought up his least favorite word these days, impeachment.
There's no question. The White House is just crying out for impeachment.
And then she threw down another I word at President Trump, intervention.
I pray for the President of the United States. I wish that his family or his administration or his staff would have an intervention for the good of the country.
But what really got the president riled up was Pelosi's description of how he stormed out of a scheduled White House meeting on infrastructure on Wednesday.
But the president, again, stormed out. I think, first pound the table, walk out the door. And now this time, another temper tantrum.
I was extremely calm. I was probably even more so in that room.
And then the president called on his aides to confirm that he never lost his cool in the brief meeting.
You were very calm.
Kellyanne's right, you were very calm.
Very calm and straightforward and clear.
Now the White House is accusing the Democrats of wasting time on useless investigations instead of working on crucial legislation to address the country's problems.
I think it's a complete lie that Democrats in Congress think they can do two things at once. So far, we haven't seen them do anything. Nancy Pelosi has had the majority in the House for months and has yet to accomplish a single thing. They literally haven't gotten anything done since she's taken over.
But that's not exactly true, because the House has passed gun control and climate change bills that have gone nowhere in the Senate. And the House is expected to take up and pass a disaster aid package soon. At one point during his news availability today, President Trump defended himself from the Pelosi personal behavior charges by saying this.
I'm an extremely stable genius.
To which Pelosi responded tonight with this tweet. When the extremely stable genius starts acting more presidential, I'll be happy to work with him on infrastructure, trade, and other issues. Yeah, and so it goes. Also on Thursday, Speaker Pelosi met with her fellow House Democrats to talk about impeachment. The New York Times reporting that Pelosi made the case that President Trump is hoping to provoke impeachment by the House because he would then be exonerated by the Republican Senate. And then Trump would say once again that the Democrats have wasted several years on attacking him instead of addressing the country's problems. Crystal, plenty to work with here, huh?
Dave, lots to work with.